Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's dedicated towards creating narcissistic abuse awareness and more so from a biblical standpoint. And I'll also be discussing other general life issues. If you're around a narcissist, you'll realize that these people always have a tendency to invalidate people. Those around them, their spouses, their children, their parents, you name it, their bosses, their workmates. Much as they appear to, in some cases, idealize them, narcissists are inclined to invalidate people because it is in their nature. They cannot not invalidate people. And that's why you'll always find that during the stages of abuse, the devaluation must be there. Today I'm going to be looking at the term invalidation in regard to narcissists. Invalidation, simply put, is when a narcissist disregards who you are, your desires, your needs, your wants, in order to lower your self-esteem and deflate your confidence. It will appear subtle among the passive-aggressive narcissists. However, the malignant or the exhibitionist, these ones are usually upfront about it. Remember, narcissist is one who has got an inflated sense of grandiosity. They have an insatiable need for attention, adulation, affirmation, and admiration, and they lack empathy for others, among a plethora of other issues, such as entitlement, manipulation, arrogance, pride. These people here are empty on the inside. The only way they can get energy is from the outside. That's why they'll always seek outside sources. These energy vampires are literally harvesting energy from you because they are energyless. Remember, these people here are demonic entities. One may think it's a bit too much, but they are demonic entities. The way one was trained right from childhood to have a godly inclination, these people were trained from childhood to have an evil inclination. It's not shocking once you have this information. Remember, the cycle of abuse is continuous. The only way to get out of this invalidating atmosphere is to subtract your presence from them, because no matter what you do, they will always invalidate you. When they are idealizing you, they are railing you into their web of deceit and deception. They'll start the devaluation process. However, the entire period, these people will be invalidating you without you realizing. Most especially the covert, vulnerable one. Remember, these are the hidden ones. Narcissists engage in this insidious tactic of theirs for a number of reasons. One, to kill your self-confidence. Much as narcissists are attracted to your energy at the same time is a threat to them. These people, their vibrational energy is so low because their domain is negative, and that's why they'll always look for people who have higher energy than them. And people with higher energy are people who have got positive emotions. Those positive emotions are like love, happiness, joy, peace. Your energy, they want it to themselves, and for them, they believe by being close to you, they can take it away. In a sense, they are right if you don't know how to guard your energy. However, the thing is that when they are drawing energy from you, or they are sucking energy out of you, they leave you empty. We human beings are naturally built to connect, and connection means there's a back and forth, give and take. However, narcissists are takers. Reciprocity is not in their domain. When they take away your confidence, the spotlight is on them. So it means they are back at the center. They hate sharing the spotlight with any other person. Even if they appear to invest, let me look at like these celebrities, this so-called power couple phenomena. You'll find that if they are both narcissists, the more shrewd one will be at the top. However, this shrewd one, let's say it's a man, this man here will make sure that the wife is well invested in to make him look good. It is not about the woman. It is more like, do you see my product? Do you see my work? Do you see whom I picked in case she's so beautiful, she's stunning? Do you see the beauty I picked? It is not about their partner. It is always about them. Once your esteem is low, for them, they shine. And they love showing this vivacious, bubbly self when they're among people to almost prove that they are the life of the party. And you're the one who is dimming them. 2, the narcissist will invalidate you to avoid facing their demons. These people, remember, they have a pseudo image. They discarded what I'll call the neutral self, and it can never be retrieved. So as time went on, they formed this idealized image and they started mirroring this person. They got an image of who they are through this idealized person. Physically, they are growing, but emotionally, they are stunted. Narcissists are always in competition. For them, it is about, I must beat so and so. You who is their partner, unbeknownst to you, these people are always in competition with you. To you, especially if you're working, you'll find they're telling you to stop working. Or they will demean your effort. They will tell you that you got the promotion because you slept with the boss. Or because you look good. Not because of your papers or your hard work, no. It's because of your looks. The fact that you can motivate yourself is a grim reminder that you are better than them, which they hate. So they come after you. To avoid facing the demons that, 1, you're better than them. 2, you can motivate yourself or validate yourself. 3, the pseudo image they created at the beginning is an illusion. At a subconscious level, they fear looking within. So if you're motivating yourself, they know that you can draw it from within, but they do not know how to do it because they have this fear of what they will see once they get in. They cannot introspect. They cannot reflect on what they have done because it would mean they are going to wipe out the grandiose image they have of themselves, which is impossible. They will not do it. They will fake they were reflecting. They will fake they are introspecting, but they cannot do it. That's why if you're confronting them about something, they will be defensive. Like, it's like you're touching a live wire. They'll go off on you because you are now getting close to the perfect image they have created and you are trying to shred it. By shredding it, you're going to get into who they are. They are soulless. The narcissist knows you are better than them. That is something you should always keep in mind. You can only devalue something of value. 3, I'll piggyback off 2 to avoid exposure. Because you validate yourself, it means you are in the spotlight and they hate it. The thing is that if you are shining, it means they won't shine. And the other thing is that if, say, you are breaking up with these people, to avoid you exposing them, they are going to invalidate you. This invalidation here is going to be in a number of ways. They may start triangulating you. They are gossiping about you. They are slandering you in the process. When you try to leave or you try to talk to someone else about what is happening to you, this person will say, he had even told us you're like this. He had told us you're going to tell us this about him. He went a step ahead of you to try and create this persona of you are crazy, you have a mental issue, you want to tarnish their image. You are the only one who knows who they are. These people outside the house only see the image he has created for the public, the social image, the kind, generous, altruist, you name it. You as their partner, you know the monster, you know the abusive man, you know the condescending man, you know the belittling one, you know the name calling, maybe the Mike Tyson in the house, then he's always punching you. There's so many heinous things behind closed doors, but on the outside they have created this perfect image. So these two worlds, they are going to invalidate you that way by triangulating you such that you go silent. Just remember, your silence enables the abuser. The narcissist always works tirelessly to create this public image because they know who they are. All their personality flaws must be kept in secrecy. That's how they thrive. 4, these people hate being told what to do. Remember, they are perfect. They share that attribute like God. So for you to come and tell them, or correcting them about something they said or they did, they hate it. Or the fact that you are doing the right thing. That is another thing you need to realize. the fact that you're doing the right thing, they also hate it. So they'll invalidate you because you are doing the right thing. You may have greeted someone and they'll still come and tell you, you did not greet them well. And you're wondering, how should I have greeted them? They tell you, you greeted them while walking away. And you're like, no, I actually stood, I even shook hands with these people. And they'll tell you, no, you did not. They're gaslighting you. And they leave you confused if you're not careful. 5, these people are energy vampires. They do not have energy of their own that can sustain them. Their energy comes from without. You know, the Bible tells us, greater is he that is in me than he that is of the world. We are talking about the Holy Spirit in us. He's the one who gives us a sound mind. He's the one who gives us the fruit of the Holy Spirit, the love, joy, peace, kindness, gentleness, self-control. This enables us to grow. As we keep sharing with people around us, our fruit is growing. We are nurturing it. Narcissists don't have that ability because the Holy Spirit is not in them. That's why they will always demand supply from people around them. They will look for supply in bigger houses, bigger cars, bigger this, bigger self-talk, you know, exaggerating their accomplishments and all that nonsense. They will always look for something that will give them supply. They will invalidate you such that they can feel superior to you. Control and dominion is their end game. 6, these people here will invalidate you such that they can have a reason to discard you. They'll start picking on you. They will keep picking out any faults you're having. They'll invalidate your cooking. They'll invalidate your dress code. They'll invalidate your language. They'll invalidate how you look. They'll invalidate your hair. They'll invalidate your friends. They'll invalidate your family. In the end, it's just like too much. Before you know it, you're exploding, and shortly after they'll say, I left so and so because she's an impossible woman. They provoked you. They have an excuse to leave you. You quarrel, they'll say, I've left you, you quarrelsome. And they go to another person, just like that. Another reason they'll engage in this invalidation is to make your boundaries fluid. Say they want to have sex with you almost from the get-go. They'll start telling you, you're also being too Christian. Other people do it. You're so strict. You can't even easen up. You're so uptight about everything. Loosen up. They're just trying to get you to have your guard down so they can step all over you. They'll tell you you're reading the Bible too much. You're entertaining these Christian things too much. And that way you start lowering the boundary. You're thinking, I think I'm reading too much the Bible. And what is it? You could be reading even an hour or two. But the way they keep talking about it, they keep critiquing whatever you're doing in regard to pursuing Christ, and before you know it, you're withdrawing. You're just withdrawing. They haven't said stop, but the constant criticizing of you pursuing godly things makes you just withdraw, so that you stop hearing the criticizing voice from him. In the end, you're lowering your guard. You're no longer praying. You're not fasting. Church is becoming just an afterthought. Because the more you're also praying, the more you're disorganizing these demons. 8, it kills your creativity. These people hate the fact that you are a creative being because the Spirit of the Lord is in you. And you may not even be born again yet, but you are brought up in His ways. You are not going to walk in that way without a creative aspect. That creativity, spontaneously thinking of something to do to help you, whether it can be schoolwork or business, you'll find that when they keep invalidating your effort, it kills your creative aspect. Let's say you started a mushroom business and it is still low scale, but it's peaking. You're progressing. They can just throw a comment like, can you also present something like that among the other farmers? For them, they are doing much better. They'll find ways of just diminishing your effort. And in so doing, you start thinking, I think my creative side is not worth sharing with the others. It's not worth airing. Before you know it, You're withdrawing that creativity of yours. That's how these people are dream killers. They kill your vision. 9, they kill your individuality. Because these people here keep invalidating you, in the end, you almost start sourcing them for validation. They want you to acquiesce with them. So you do not have a personality of your own. You do not have an identity of your own. Your identity must be their identity. What they want is what you should want. Even when those who fake it, that is a false notion they sell you, and you go around thinking, oh, the person wants me independent. No. They give you a form of it, but they always want you to acquiesce with them. They kill that autonomous 3D self that you are. The fact that these people keep invalidating you lies in the trait of them lacking empathy for others. Because if you cared for someone, you'd always want their best for them. You do not go out to just intentionally invalidate them just because they are shining, and you hate the fact that they are shining and stealing the spotlight from you. You are created in his image and likeness. He says he knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. He called you out. Father tells you you're fearfully and wonderfully made in his image. The longer you are around them, the more toxic you become yourself. You cannot hate hell when you enjoy dancing with the devil. Avoid these people who invalidate you. Their end game is to diminish the godly nature in you. God is not a God of confusion. He's a God of peace. Where confusion is present, peace is absent. Do yourself a favor, avoid these invalidating energy vampires, because they are there to confuse you. They are there to give you a chaotic lifestyle and to diminish who God called you to be. Thank you so much for watching. Blessings.